So we have some reason to believe that we're heading into a crypto winter. We're going to talk about what that means for you and what that means for Safemoon in the future. What's up, guys? My name's Ty, and today we're talking about all things Safemoon and what's new in the space. If you like Safemoon content, hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date on all things Safemoon. So starting off here, we have this post that I posted yesterday. It said, some investors believe we are entering a crypto winter. What do you think, or where do you think crypto is going? And we have a bear market and a bull market here, and we can see that most people think that we are kind of bullish, but we actually have some reason to believe that we are heading into more of a bear market, even outside of crypto. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today, but first, a couple of updates from Safemoon and the Safemoon community. We had this poll that I posted on Twitter the other day. It said you have $10,000 to invest in one crypto, and Safemoon won at 51.7% with over 4,000 votes, which was great. Somebody said, I'm sincerely hoping this poll is taken across a broad spectrum. If so, the work is getting out. I think he meant the word is getting out. So people are starting to see Safemoon even more and the power of the Safemoon army, which is incredible. We pretty much smash every single poll that is thrown at us, which is awesome. So that is a very exciting thing. Over here, we have an update from Safemoon Warrior. He said, Safemoon is the 7th most searched coin on Bitmart this week, which is awesome. So number 7, we are always hitting the tops of these kinds of polls, and Luna here in number 1. A lot of people covering Luna right now, and Saitama also on there. So over here on Safemoon Gloobas, we can see that our buying and selling pressure is 39 to 60 right now. Most people selling. We are in a selling market right now. Swap and evolve progression. We just hit our 4th swap, and we are starting on another one, and we are over a quarter of the way, about a third of the way up. And I'm pretty sure we will hit that in the next couple of days, which is exciting. The Safemoon price is currently sitting at 0.3077. It's fluctuating a little bit, but we're sitting roughly where we were yesterday when we were looking at this earlier. So the weekend took us down just a little bit, but not too much. So yeah. It's interesting to see. If you guys didn't see my video the other day talking about the price differences, PooCoin is where we are looking at our price now. This is where I used to look at stuff for all the little shitcoins that I used to buy, and now we are using this for Safemoon because it is more accurate. So okay, so we have one more post for Safemoon, and I'm going to get into some of the broader crypto news. Was doing some brainstorming with Safemoon Rogers about cryptonomics. Let's say you want to sell 1 BTC. Do you think Safemoon should tax that 1 BTC or use Safemoon to pay the tax for those trades? Also, do you think it will be a 10% tax for other cryptos, or it will be something different? So if you guys have a thought about this, let me know in the comments down below what you think could be the outcome of this. I'm thinking, as far as the 10% tax for other cryptos, I think that the cryptocurrencies that run cryptonomics, they'll have the option of running a 10% tax or 5% tax or whatever they think is appropriate for their crypto and for their community. I feel like they're going to be buying into tokenomics, right? Like the system of it, and then they might be able to customize it from there. But who knows? If you guys have more information on how that actually is going to work, let me know. I'd love to hear it. So here we go, entering into a bull market or a bear market. So we have a great post here from Dom Sun. It's just going to be a long one, but it's really interesting. It has a lot of great information. So thanks so much for posting this, and we're going to read through this right now. So he said, there is a lot of uncertainty in the market. Many of you are probably wondering what the hell is happening. It can be frustrating and frightening if one doesn't understand the moving pieces and how they interact. So I figured I'd try to explain it best I can and relay my observations. The hole we're in. The Fed has created a massive inflation problem, the central bank. It is expecting increased volatility and higher unemployment in its quest to push down this inflation. What caused this? The Fed has been on a security buying rampage since March 2020, printing money and buying securities in order to prop up the market. As these securities have matured, the Fed has been reinvesting the proceeds into new securities until now. The Fed ended this purchasing in March 2022. This practice can no longer continue, and the Fed isn't buying assets come June. They're letting bonds mature. They're no longer going to print and use money to prop up the market. The Federal Reserve is attempting to divest itself in its $9 trillion portfolio acquired over the past 2 years. Starting June 1st, the Fed is going to allow up to $30 billion in treasuries and $17.5 billion in mortgage bonds to mature every month without reinvesting the proceeds. meaning it will not be buying more assets and propping up the market. The Fed will be attempting to shrink its assets incrementally on a monthly basis so that the securities aren't dumped on the market in bulk. If the Fed did this all at once, it would undermine the price of the securities and seriously disrupt the market. Over the long run, the Fed is saying it wants to own and retain primarily Treasury securities while selling mortgage assets. This is a desperate attempt to bring down inflation rate, and it's not having the desired effect. All these things are connected: the domestic American economy, the price of gas, the inflation that we're having, etc. These things are also deeply connected to foreign policy issues like the increased aggressiveness of China. China is expected to launch its new aircraft carrier within weeks. It's believed to have a lot of tech that is equal to that of American carriers. China is attempting to extend its power seemingly at the expense of American interests. To make matters worse, after 100 days of grueling fighting, the President Zelensky is now saying that Russia holds 20% of Ukraine. This includes the most of the oil-rich regions. Meanwhile, China has been buying up Russian oil assets at cheap prices while the U.S. struggles. So what we have is elevated prices at the gas pump, a strengthened China, higher inflation rates, a shrinking economy in the long run, institutional investors seeing a confused economy. Translation, in my opinion, not financial advice, we are looking at high uncertainty and downward pressure on securities and incremental divesting of large amounts of securities over a large period of time. Therefore, I can see no other outcome than an extended bear market. I think the reality of us seeing the resurgence to a bull market in the immediate future is highly improbable. We may see dead cat bounces that fail and continue the current downtrend, but no bull. Crypto historically follows the S&P. I believe this trend continues and the crypto mirrors the extended bear market cycle above. On a positive note, it's a great buying opportunity. Now, if you guys stuck through all of that in the video, congratulations. That is a lot of information, but I think it is really good to know all that kind of stuff. I saw a couple of other YouTube videos talking about this exact subject, and we are in a very uncertain time, and he kind of ended with that, is that we actually don't know exactly what's going on and where things are going, but the fact that the market's not going to be propped up anymore is going to make a huge difference. And so slowly, starting this month, we are going to see that money not be reinvested into the market. And so it's going to be interesting to see where things go, and if crypto does follow the S&P 500, that's what's going to be interesting, because I feel like this could be a turning point, a splitting point, where people stop putting money into the traditional markets and they start putting it into crypto. This could be the big point that kind of changes things over. Over here we have a similar article on Yahoo, but we're talking about inflation here. Consumers have to face that nasty inflation is here to stay for a while. Morning brief. The reality is nasty inflation is here to stay at least into 2023. Sure, we could get the mild recession some policymakers seem to want, and inflation may cool down as a result, but don't expect prices to pull back to levels you once deemed reasonable. If you want a new pair of jeans, as Levi's CFO Harmit Sai told me recently, buy them now. So we could have another year of looking at these gas prices and food prices and all that kind of stuff that we have been dealing with for the past year or so, even longer than that, since everything went crazy after the pandemic. We could be seeing this for a while. And as the Levi's CFO is saying, if you want a new pair of jeans, buy them now. I guess now is the time to be buying your goods and that sort of thing, because we might be in this for a little bit. So it'd be interesting to see where things go and if crypto is actually going to be the solution that pulls us out of this. But it's hard to say. So that's going to be it for the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching and for sticking around for all of it. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date on all things Safemoon and talking about the broader crypto space as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Not necessarily. She could be stuck just inside the tube. Inside the... Hold on!
Veruca! Sweetheart! Daddy's coming!